Hey guys, Megan here with Cottage Quilting. We are ready to start our block number 4 for our corner bean block of the month. And as you can see, I have all my fabric cut and trimmed down to the sizes. And now we're going to start following our next set of directions. The next step is to pile up all of our A fabrics and our B fabrics in one pile, and I'm going to remind you how to use the ruler. So I'm hoping you're feeling a little bit more confident and you're going to stack up all your fabrics like I am. Let's get going. Step 1 is we are going to use trim line 1. Let's come over the white fabric here. Can you see this? Trim line 1, and then we're going to use trim line 2. So our first step is we are going to line this up, and you'll see here it goes to our 4-inch square so that we know we're going to finish at 3, and we're going to make our first cut. Okay, we're going to move this. Now I'm going to rotate to second beam line 2, and we're going to come to here. Sorry, I moved my fabric. We're going to line this up here, point to point. And we're going to create that tie look or that corner beam look. Trim this off. Okay, so now that's what we have for our A fabric. I'm going to do it again here for my B fabric. I'm going to line it up, give it a quick trim. I'll move this apart so you can see. I'm using the angled line, so I'm creating that tie or that corner beam, and I'm cutting again. There we go. For the outer pieces of our triangles, we're going to use this side triangle trim. And we're going to use this one here for the second, I'll move my finger here. There we go, that second trim. What we have to remember is of our 4-inch strip, we're going to put our wrong sides together because we want to get mirrored images. Okay, so don't forget that step. We're going to line this up. I'm going to use that solid black line on the edge of my fabric. And I'm going to cut. I'll move this aside. Now I'm going to rotate my ruler, and I'm going to use this solid black line at my base and this angle. There we go. And we're going to cut. And I'm going to keep doing this until I have enough to cover all of those blocks. So I have all these ready to go. You can see here that these blocks here, Megan's color choices for this month might have been a little off. That corner beam might be hard to see. Let's see how it all comes together. On to our next step. You know what's nice about being the boss sometimes is that I'm going to make the executive decision. I found those were way too matchy-matchy and we weren't going to see what our corner beam was. So I'm going to put these ones aside. I'm going to keep them for later. I'm not going to get rid of them because these are cut to something, and I'm pretty sure throughout this block of the month we will use it. I'm going to recut this color, which is my Merlot color, and reuse it in this block because we're not using it, but I know it matches perfectly, and I'm going to go this way. Keep watching. So now we're squaring up. So now we're using this triangle here. So remember, we're matching our triangle tip to this tip right here, like so. Sorry, gotta slide this on my fabric here. Slide it up. Okay, and we're squaring it up to 3.5. Don't worry about all these overhangs, these little overhangs, let me say it that way, because let's see, Megan. Whoa, Megan's lucky. Okay, so remember, hold tight on your rulers. Don't do what I did. Okay, we're going to square this up, so that piece is gone there. Now I'm going to rotate these two sides, because we know they're done. We're going to match up to our 3.5 on our edge, and our 3.5 here. 3.5, 3.5, and now I'm going to clean off all these little bits, and that's what we're going to do to all of these squares that we just created. All right, so now that I made the executive decision, and I hope you guys understand, if you're not loving the fabric that I picked in your block, you can make the executive decision too, because I think this one looks a whole lot better now that I changed the fabrics out a little bit. So please feel free to take artistic licensing, I guess. And you know what? We're real life sewing. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew these together, these together, these together, and bring them all together like so. Stay tuned for the actual finished block. Okay, here's my finished block. This one apparently is going to be my Amish block because for the life of me, goodness gracious, I ripped this row out twice. And I either cut that one wrong, didn't get it square. I can see even right here, I might just have to redo this block all together before I finish this quilt. But this is what your block will look like when it's all finished. Enjoy, ladies. See you next month.